Welcome back, everyone. It is Abigail Graves, and thank you for tuning in for Game for Black Women. Now, I just wanted to say the reason why I chose the name of this channel is because I don't know if you guys know or not, but men have their own, let's just say, pickup strategy for women. And I don't think women really have that for men, or if they do, I never got the memo, but that's why I wrote a book on it. So if there are any other women out there who don't have that resource, go check out my book. It's called Wifed for Black Women, coming soon. Hopefully I can get it out by the end of September, if not the end of this month. But again, I'll let you guys know when that comes out. So today I am going to talk about the movie Girls Trip. Okay, I wanted to wait long enough for everyone to have seen it before I go into the movie. I don't like to spoil movies, but I think now it's been a little over 3 weeks since the movie has released. I think everyone has had the opportunity to go and check that out. So I went with my husband, of course, and we went to go see an evening screening. I don't remember if it was during the weekend, weekday, it might have been a Thursday or Friday, I'm not too sure. But we went out, date night. I did not want to see it. Okay, like I saw the trailer and I was horrified. But when I saw, I just looked at it like, whoa, like what kind of representation do we have out there in the media? Like this is just all messed up. Like I hope everyone else sees this and this movie just gets canceled. It never comes out. Whatever. Okay, so like a few weeks before it's released, I start to see like a lot of women co-signing this movie, Black women co-signing this movie. And I'm just a little confused because I'm like, okay, do you not see how like this disenfranchises who we are as a group of women in this country who have a legacy of being bigoted and hated for just being Black women? Like, do you think maybe we should work on our image in media, and any image that's outside of anything positive should be immediately revoked? I don't know, but so after it was released, I put up a post on Facebook, kind of just letting other women know, like, okay, like, just know that this movie, it's not a movie for you. It might be funny, but it's not a movie for you. And I had not seen the movie at that time. Okay. This gel is distracting me. So, like, so much so that I have to mention, guys, this is gel on my natural hair. And my natural hair is curly. So when gel gets in it, it gets white. But you know what? I did see a black edge control gel at the beauty supply, and I did not pick it up. Why? I thought the gel I had was good enough. But girl, this is not gonna do. Because sometimes I just need the gel for when I need the gel. And the thing about gel is that you have to give it like 15 minutes. Put on some satin bonnet or some scarf, tie it up, give it about 15 to 20 minutes, preferably overnight to set. But your girl was caught slipping, so hence the gel. But anyway, so I'm watching the movie, and I'm not gonna lie, it was funny. It was funny. But see, that's the thing. Like, it needs to be funny in order for people to buy into the ideas that it's trying to portray, promote. Okay. So I noticed that the main character, her name was Ryan. She was a woman who was married, such as myself. So I was very happy to see at least representation of me on television or in movies, because I don't really see women who look like me represented as like married, successful, blah blah blah. So that was exciting to see. And what kind of creeped me out though was the fact that she wrote a book that was a top seller, bestseller book, and the cover of her book was a hot pink color. And as you guys know, I'm an author. I published my first book, Wife, a few months ago in March, and my cover is hot pink. And I'm pretty sure I published my book before the movie even came out or started promoting. So I thought that was pretty cool. So, I'm excited throughout the movie. I'm wanting to see how my character representation or character representative plays out. Um, Her name was Ryan. I forget the actress's name, but she did a really good job. I think she played the role of a wife who was trying to balance, having friends who are not wifed or are not married with her, and, being a wife, being a good wife, or whatever that meant for her. Um, Girl, I'm not gonna get on the other characters because personally, I didn't really relate to them on a certain level, other than the fact that they were Black women. Also, like I could see some of their characteristic traits in some of my friends from college, but I was more focused on Ryan. And I noticed how they immediately wrote in how her husband was, a cheater, not loyal. I thought like that was pretty low. And they made sure to introduce that pretty early on into the movie, which was like, okay, interesting. So, okay, we go along with that. Hopefully, it'll be a redeeming factor to save the Black love. Because to be honest, there were times I wanted to walk out, but, for the sake of my husband, I stayed. Like within the first 10 minutes, I was ready to go. Like when I saw the New Orleans, so embarrassing. I was just like, what the heck? Like, it was funny. It was so, and the thing was, it was that it was so funny. But when you leave it, you start thinking like, oh, Black women are like dirty, nasty. Like, you don't really see too many movies of white women or other races of women, acting a fool like that or acting just disgusting like that. I just felt that was a low blow in the representation of who we are as Black women. So I stayed, and I'm glad I stayed because I was really able to see why I stick to my ideas that Girls Trip is not a movie for Black women, and Black women should not be promoting it in the sense of, oh, this is a great movie for the community. I think it's a great movie to analyze and see where our stereotypes lie and the trend of these stereotypes throughout history. So, yeah. And then lastly, so it gets to the scene where her husband is caught cheating, whatever, and she's giving this speech. And it's like when she finally says that, oh, like, I'm gonna leave my husband, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's like cheering, and it was just like, so is, like, I understand, like, he was cheating. Yes, I understand that. For one, I don't think that should have been part of the movie, although that was like the main focus of the movie. Again, that's with the demonizing of Black men and Black love. So if you're not seeing this, like I grew up in a home where I had parents who were both, African, Black, whatever, melanated. So I grew up with idealizing the idea of marriage or having a partnership with a man who looked like me. So for them to write a movie based off the destruction of a Black marriage, I just felt was very questionable. This chill. I felt it was very questionable, and the way it was packaged, it was hilarious. Like, I can tell they really worked on making it sellable, which was a lot of sexual jokes. I'm not even going to get into the sexual part of it because I think people like Dr. Boyce Watkins go into detail on that, and I think you should check that video out. But as a married woman, I left the movie feeling like not supportive in marriage, and we all know Black marriage is already like not really a thing in society today. So it would have been great to see, victory and, at least the marriage. Let all the other ratchet stuff happen, but like save marriage, you know, or like the idea of that. So for any women who share the same ideas, I would love to hear from you guys. I'm out here just, you know, observing what's going on in the world and society, and seeing films like this being promoted and propped up and supported, that are actually aiding to the violence and the ignorance of the country or within the country. I think we need to really stop just looking at things for face value and go into them intrinsically and deeply and see the aftermath or the bigger picture of scenarios. Okay? So that's my thought on the movie Girls Trip. And did I go into detail about why this is called Game for Black Women? Not really. Did I? Okay, yes. Because I realized that not all women are looking to get married now. I am 25 years old. I got married at 24, a month before my 25th birthday. So I was relatively old enough, I think, to make that lifelong decision. I was 24 years old. I'd finished my college education. I'd explored potential careers. I've traveled. I've made friends. I've lost friends. I lived by myself. I traveled by myself. I did a lot of things before I got married, and I think those are the kind of experiences you kind of need to have before you get married. And I understand not all women are there. So I named it more appropriately Game for Black Women, because we need our own channel for our individual needs and our individual men. So yeah, if you liked my channel or this video, leave a comment. Of course, subscribe, share if you'd like, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!